Good morning and welcome to Breakfast with Ben Thompson and Luxmy Gopal.
Good morning. Our headlines for you.
And if you know, or even if you suspect you might have had a blood transfusion in the 70s, 80s or 90s and have any worries about your health, then you can request a free NHS hepatitis C test online in England, and in Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland, you can request one by contacting your GP. Well, now let's have a look at some of the day's other news. And Ben, you're starting with some news from the world of boxing.
Yes, Luxmy, thank you very much.
The time is coming up to 13 minutes past 6. Now, I don't know if you enjoy dressing up your pets, random question, in cute outfits, but an event in San Diego has taken dressing up four-legged friends to a whole new level. As creative as the outfits, if not better. Well, if you think you can rival those, we'd love to see your dogs dressed up as well.
I'm really scared about what we're asking for here now as well.
Well, I'm sure we are going to get inundated with pictures to rival those. Send them to us on WhatsApp or via email, and make sure you tell us your dog's names.
Most important bit.
Yes, they don't have to be as crazy as some of the names we mentioned there, and where you're from. And we'd love to hopefully be able to show off some of those pictures later.
Tell you who's also got some nice pictures for. Let's run you through the front of today's newspaper. Planning your summer holiday, you might want to think about where you're headed this summer. A report in the Mirror this morning saying that there'll be continuation of those protests we've seen on some of those Spanish holiday islands. This time in Mallorca, they say that the action plotted to create gridlock around the airport, stage demos outside hotels, because this is locals complaining that the island's being overrun by holidaymakers. They say more than 2.3 million Brits, that's Brits alone, visit Mallorca every year. But at the same time, it's been pointed out, that also brings quite a lot of cash as well, raising £2 billion and creating jobs for the island. Yeah. So they say it's about a happy balance. Well,
yeah, the latest in quite a few of those similar protests. Now, forget oysters. The Sunday Express says that the best aphrodisiac is doing the household chores for your other half, according to a poll. Yeah, do you reckon? What do you think?
Like what, though?
Well, so for men, the second best surprise chore gift was making the bed. Someone making the bed for you. But the first one was someone taking the bins out, and I can definitely see that, because honestly, forget chocolates, forget flowers, actually taking the bins out is one of the worst chores. So definitely my other half doing it is the biggest gift you could ever get. Don't you think?
I love the idea that could be an aphrodisiac as well, not just to, can you just put the bins out and then bring them back in, that's the problem.
Well, yeah, so next Valentine's Day, forget all the gifts, traditional gifts. Yeah, just do the household chores. Yeah, do the dishes, do the bins, you're sorted.
The time, 20 minutes past 6. Good morning, this is Breakfast from BBC News. Now, it's been nearly 60 years since the hardware-plane pilot, Donald Campbell, was killed in a crash on Coniston Water. That was during an attempt to break the 300-mile-an-hour barrier.
Now, in March, Campbell's craft, the Bluebird, returned to Coniston for the first time after being lost for many years. You may have seen that on Breakfast a little while ago, and it's been attracting record crowds, as Roger Johnson reports.